Okay students, welcome back to the session. In this class, let me derive an expression for electrostatic potential at a point due to electric dipole. I am deriving an expression for electrostatic potential of a dipole. Last class we derived the expression for electrostatic potential of a single point charge. The electrostatic potential of a single point charge is given by 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught q divided by r. What is r here? Distance of a point from the charge q where you are determining the value of electrostatic potential. But this is the expression for the electrostatic potential due to single point charge. But in this class, I am deriving an expression for electrostatic potential at a point due to electric dipole. One of the very important derivation in your syllabus. Let us concentrate. Write down the title here. Expression for electrostatic potential of a dipole. Electrostatic potential of a dipole. Let me derive an expression for electrostatic potential of a dipole. Will you tell me what is dipole here? Two equal and opposite charges separated by small distance. A system consisting of equal and opposite charges separated by small distance, will call it as a electric dipole. Will you tell me what is the distance between the two charges of a dipole? Minus q charge and plus q charge of a dipole is separated by a distance of what? 2a. The distance between the two charges of the dipole generally we are taking as 2a. Let me consider electric dipole here. It is formed by two charges. This is the first charge of a dipole. This is the second charge of a dipole, and these two charges are separated by a distance of what? 2a. Let me take this charge as minus q, and this charge I will call it as a plus q. Minus q and plus q are the two charges of dipole separated by a distance of how much it is? 2a, and this is center O of a dipole. This is center O of a dipole. From center, the first charge is at a distance of what? A, and the second charge is also at a distance of what? A, so that the total distance between negative and positive charge of a dipole is 2a. So I want to determine potential of this dipole at some point. Let me select a point here. Let me take a point P, and this point P, what I am selecting is at a distance of, what point I am selecting is at a distance of r from center of a dipole. P is a point at a distance r from center of the dipole at which I am calculating electrostatic potential. Okay, r is a distance of a point P from the center of the dipole. From plus q charge, its distance is taken as r2, and from minus q charge, its distance is taken as what? r1. What is r1? Distance of a point P from minus q charge. r2 is a distance of a point from plus q charge. I want to calculate what? Total electric potential at point P. You know very well, potential is a scalar physical quantity. Potential is a scalar physical quantity. Number of potentials at a single point. Number of potentials at a single point can be added like ordinary numbers. Let me know how many potentials are at point P. At point P, I have two potentials. One potential is due to minus Q charge and another potential is due to plus Q charge. Okay? Minus Q charge, one potential. Next potential is due to plus Q charge. Those two potentials I will call as V1 and V2. Tell me what are V1 and V2 here. V1 is a potential at point P due to minus Q charge. V2 is a potential at point P due to plus Q charge. Let me write the value. What is V1? V1 is a potential at what? Potential at point P due to minus Q charge. I will write V1 as, help me to write V1, 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Charge is, how much it is? Minus Q. Charge is minus Q divided by distance of a point from the charge. How much it is? R1. What this is from? Potential at a point P due to which charge? Minus Q charge. Similarly, tell me what is the potential at a point P due to plus Q charge? That is given by V2. What is V2? 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Charge is plus Q divided by distance of a point P from the charge. How much it is? R2. Look at here. What are V1 and V2? V1 and V2 are the electrostatic potentials at point P due to minus Q charge and plus Q charge. If this is the case, will you tell me what is the total electrostatic potential at point P? Total electrostatic potential at point P is simply given as V is equals to what? V1 plus V2. As I said you, potential is a scalar and it can be added like ordinary numbers. V1 is a potential due to minus Q charge. V2 is a potential due to plus Q charge. If I ask what is the total potential at point P, it should be potential due to first charge plus potential due to second charge. Substitute the values. V is equals to, what is V1? What is V1? V1 is 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q by R1. I will write 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q by R1 plus V2. What is V2? 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught plus Q by R. Next, V equals to 1 divided by, I will take Q by 4 pi epsilon naught common. I will take Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught common. Here I left with minus 1 by R1, here plus 1 by R2. If I take Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught common, here I left with minus 1 by R1, here 1 by R2. But first I will write 1 by R2 here. First I will write positive term. It is 1 by R2. Next is minus 1 by R1. I will call this as equation number 1. I will call this as equation number 1. Okay. In the next step, let us define or derive the expressions for R1 and R2. I want to know the values of R1 and R2 from the simple knowledge of what? Geometry. So let me go for some geometrical constructions to find the value of what? R1 and R2. So R is the distance of point P, and point P is making some angle theta with axis of the dipole. So this is called the axis of the dipole. Point P is making some angle theta with axis of the dipole. This point I will call as A, and this point I will call it as B. A, B, O. So let me go for some constructions here. So I will extend this line and I will draw AM perpendicular. I will draw AM perpendicular. I will draw AM perpendicular here. Simultaneously, here I will draw BN perpendicular on this one. Here. Okay. I will draw BN perpendicular. So go for some geometrical constructions here. Here I will go for AM perpendicular, and here I will go for what? BN perpendicular, so that PN value is numerically equals to PB. Look at here. Purpose of drawing these perpendicular is to make PB equivalent to PN and AP equivalent to what? MP. PM is equivalent to AP and BP equivalent to what? PM. Okay. Now concentrate a few more calculations here. As I said, this value is A and this is also A. If this is theta, this is also theta. This is also theta. Look at this triangle. Which triangle? AMO is a right angle triangle. AMO is a right angle triangle. Will you define cos theta here? Define cos theta in a triangle AMO. Define cos theta. Tell me what is cos theta? Adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Cos theta is adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Which is adjacent side here? OM is adjacent side divided by which is hypotenuse. The side opposite to 90 degrees hypotenuse. Which is hypotenuse here? OA. Cos theta in this triangle is given by OM by OA. Further, OM is equals to OA cos theta. OM is equals to OA cos theta. OM is equals to OA cos theta. OM equals to, what is OA here? OA is equals to A. A cos theta. Which is A cos theta? OM value is equals to A cos theta. This value, A cos theta. Okay. OM value is A cos theta. Similarly, if you define cos theta in a triangle ONB, you will get ON is also equals to what? A cos theta. Which one? ON value is also equals to A cos theta. ON value is A cos theta. OM value is what? A cos theta. So this kind of geometrical arrangement I made to determine the value of what? R1 and R2. Now I will come to the point. Which one? AP is equals to MP. Will you agree? AP is equals to what? MP. AP is equals to MP. Further, look at MP. MP can be written as MO. That is OM plus what? OP. OM plus OP. OM plus OP. Further, OM is A cos theta. A cos theta plus OP. OP is R. OP is R. Now, what is the value of AP? AP is equals to A cos theta plus R, or else R plus A cos theta. Then what is AP from the diagram? AP is nothing but it is R1. AP is nothing but it is R1. What is the value of R1 now? R1 is equals to R plus A cos theta. R1 is equals to R plus A cos theta. Next, similarly, tell me the value of BP. Tell me the value of BP. BP value is nearly equals to NP. BP value is nearly equals to NP, which is equals to NP can be written as OP minus ON. NP can be written as OP minus ON. OP minus ON, which is equals to, what is OP? OP is R minus ON is A cos theta. ON is A cos theta. This implies BP is nothing but it is R2. Therefore, what is the value of R2 here? The R2 value is given by, what is the value of R2? R2 is given by R minus A cos theta. R2 value is given by R minus A cos theta. Means we got the value of R1 and we got the value of what? R2. Now I am substituting R1 value, that is R plus A cos theta, R2 value, that is R minus A cos theta, in equation number 1. Will you help me? Okay, substitute the value of R1 and R2 in equation number 1. What is equation number 1? V is equals to Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by R2. What is 1 by R2? 1 by, what is R2? R minus A cos theta minus 1 by R1. R1 is R plus A cos theta. Next, Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught as it is. Take LCM and simplify. Take LCM and simplify. This term will goes to the numerator here. This term will goes to the numerator. I can write this as first term R plus A cos theta minus of R minus A cos theta. It will become minus R. Minus into minus, it will become plus. Plus A cos theta divided by R minus A cos theta into R plus A cos theta. R minus A cos theta into R plus A cos theta. What it is? R minus A cos theta into R plus A cos theta. It is of the form A minus B into A plus B. A square minus B square. R square minus A square cos square theta. R square minus A square cos square theta. Next step, plus R minus R gets cancelled. A cos theta plus A cos theta is 2A cos theta. Okay, 2A cos theta. Therefore, V is equals to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. A cos theta plus A cos theta is 2A cos theta divided by, it is R square minus A square cos square theta. Next, you know very well, Q into 2A. Q into 2A is called P, that is dipole moment. Therefore, what I can write now? V is equals to Q into 2A is P. It is P cos theta P cos theta divided by what? 4 pi epsilon naught into the next term is r square minus a square cos square theta. So this is the expression for electrostatic potential at a point due to electric dipole. Therefore, let me write the final expression here. V is equals to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. It is P cos theta divided by r square minus a square cos square theta. So this is the expression for electrostatic potential at a point due to electric dipole. So I'll discuss more about this concept in the next class. Okay.